Hi there, superstars. Welcome to Soulfully Illumined. In this video, we are going over the energies of the full moon in Libra coming up April 5th, 6th. I apologize for the lighting. I'm just having some technical difficulties in a lot of different ways at this moment. And so bear with me as I figure out the structure of all of this. It just keeps changing as I keep changing. So thanks for coming along the ride with me. So let's get into it. The energies for this full moon. It's been pretty intense, but I feel like I keep saying that in every video lately because it's just continually intense. But with moments of release, moments of where you can just breathe, the moments where you look around and you're like, wow, this is just beautiful. And so, it's like this disharmony though, because we also have a lot of stuff going on in the world, a lot of disruption going on in the world. And it's like, again, it's that harmony, right? Where we're creating greater balance in the world, the yin, the yang, the dark, the light, as it merges into one and becomes a more harmonious state of being. So that leads us into this full moon. We've started this whole new astrological year, and we are moving into this full moon in Libra. And when I was feeling into the energies of this moon, it was soft. And what came through was that pink, light pink energy, representing to me that softness and that need for compassion and care, as that is the key or keys that will bring us closer together, not only from an external union between our brothers and sisters, but also that union within ourselves as we move forward in our journey. We have to give ourselves that compassion and that care, because there are moments where, it gets really tough, and moments where we're just like, what the hell is going on around us? And at that point, that softness, that compassion, and that self-care will really give us that strength and courage and the wisdom to take us forward in a more divine way. And so another thing that popped up was it's a time of transition and change. So trust in the process. And I know, how many times do we have to hear this? Trust in the process and so forth. But I feel like it's important to remind ourselves that yes, we are in a global, universal, cosmic change. And so we all have a position here. We all came here in this lifetime, in this world, to be a part of this change. And it's not always light and easy. It has moments of being difficult. But on a level or two, we agreed to this. We chose this. And that means that we can handle this. So, going back to that soft pink, it's going from taking that hardness of our reality and bringing in that softness, bringing that softness forward, so we're more in a controlled, in a divinely controlled state where we can alchemically shift and mold what's happening to create more balance for us. Now that's going to shape up in different ways, such as, you know, a job that's really hard, or a job that we don't like that's really hard, or just something that doesn't work for us, and really shifting it and putting a softer approach into it. Or having relationships with certain people that are very difficult and adding a bit of softness and lightness and maybe some caring and compassion into it, to allow it to alchemically change into something really beautiful. It's different for different situations, and it's different for all of us, but hopefully it's a tool that you can use in your day-to-day. Regardless, we are approaching a release point. It's like this intensity building until we just kind of like, it's a release. So when that point, whether it's a single point or multiple points, use it. Use that release point to intentionally let go of the old, let go of the past, and create that closure. These 3 cards are part of the collective here. Oh my gosh, my left eye is like twitching. We are moving through a closure. You know, with every new beginning, there is an ending. There is a walking away of the old as we move towards the new. And it's like, as we keep moving forward with our eyes gazed to the future, it's like we're releasing more and more of the old. But at some moments, we have to walk through the old, letting go of it. So you may be seeing things during this full moon period, which remind you of the past, old memories popping up, old people popping up. And it's just to help release the past. And there's something about it that will be creating greater commitment within yourself. This could be to yourself. This could be to another. But I'm also getting life purpose vibes here, where this could also be a part of a lesson, a learning, an idea, a piece of information that you'll be given during this point that will help to lead you to your life purpose. And you know, our life purpose isn't just one thing. Oh, no, my friends. There are multiple of things that happen which are a part of our life purpose. But there are pieces that will be giving you a completion, a sense of love if you allow it, a sense of peace if you receive it, choose to receive it. That will be there for you. Now, looking at these 2 cards, it was really interesting. Like, I hope you guys can see this, but it's like we have like the light, and then we have the dark. We have like, she's opposite, she's upside down, and she's upright. And first off with this is what I'm getting is the divine feminine energy really coming through during this full moon and really bringing some healing to the feminine aspect within ourselves. Some of it may come forth through the nurturing of oneself, through the masculine, okay? How she's just putting her hand on that right shoulder. So this could be how you're carrying the load on your back. Maybe giving more than you're receiving. There will be a shift in that. Perhaps a shift in your perspective, a shift in the way that you choose to work and move in the world. But regardless, with this yin and this yang energy, it's like you're going to be given insight, wisdom. And to me, it's like this looks like an eyeball. and that just being the center of it. And it's like she's seeing life through a different set of lenses. So it's like with the focus on the light, it's like focus on, if you want to take it literally, on the things that are very vivid, that are very bright, that are very evident to you. Keep those eyes open during this full moon, because whether it's a release or whether it's something that's being shown to you, you're actually building new roots, my friends. The collective as a whole is building new roots that is internal, that's going to allow us all to move forward in a more authentic way, a soulfully authentic way, that's going to allow us to shine our light in a way that's more fulfilling, not only for our hearts, but also for this planet. I'm being drawn to the 3 and the 7, which equates to a 10, a completion point. This full moon is really giving us a lot of support to be able to release the different ways that we have been lacking support in our lives, what we have perceived as ways that we have been lacking support, things that we've been holding on to. So this could be in different ways, like where family hasn't supported you, where, work situations may not have supported you, friends and so forth, and really coming back into your own power. This is moving us into a place where we can really shine our light, realizing that we are the light. Because of this full moon, my friends, the eclipse, this is taking us into those eclipse energies in April, okay? Well, we're coming up to April, so April, and I think that second one's in that first week in May. And so it's really just giving us that stepping stone to just rise up, to allow a lot of shifts to happen during that full moon, during the eclipses. So keep walking, keep following that light, because I really feel like as we keep our eyes open and we move and we release the old and layers of stuff we've been holding on to, at the end of it, I feel like we're going to realize how supported we truly are, that we've always been supported, and maybe you already mentally know that. But I feel like you're going to really feel it, know it, see it in your reality. A new birth arises within you. So, powerful times ahead, my friend. For this full moon, expect great changes, whether it's within yourself or your physical reality. And remember, the softness is where the power resides at this point, and the heart. A lot of heart activations have been happening and will continue through this month. Allow it to be, open yourselves up to what's coming forth for you, because there's a lot of great changes that are coming our way. So with that being said, we're going to go into the pick a card part of this reading. We have 3 piles here. We have pile 1, which is the moonstone, pile 2, which is the rose quartz crystal, and pile 3, which is the clear quartz. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to. Otherwise, I will see you at your pile. Hey there, pile 1, welcome. If you picked the moonstone crystal, this reading is for you for this full moon in Libra. So let's see how the energies are or will be impacting you. We have the Strength card. And again, if you didn't watch the collective part of this reading, sorry about the lighting today. I'm filming this at night in the evening, and well, it is what it is. So I hope you guys can see okay. All right. So pile one, for this full moon in Libra, these energies that are coming in for you. Oh, there's a lot of power coming towards you within you, pile one. It's like it's awakening. I'm hearing awakening presence. It's like it's awakening aspects of you that have been dormant, that have been sleeping, that have been even half asleep. But it's just igniting, whether it's passion, it's passion, it's just drive, it's just greater chi in your body. You may feel that in the upper chakras mostly, like such as the crown, through the third eye, into the throat, and definitely the heart. So you may feel like burning sensations through the eyes or around the forehead, maybe some headaches around the temporal or even the occipital area, the back of the head, or even in the forehead area. You may also be getting like ringing in your ears or just like intense noises in your ear. Of course, see a medical practitioner or provider if you feel like you need one. This is not medical advice. And so the energies are really shifting the way your approach to life and really strengthening your poise, your ability to just stand forth in this world. You're becoming more assertive, you're becoming more aware, and also more recognized. So you may find that during this time you may be seen more, people may be looking at you more, you may feel more beautiful, or you may get a lot more compliments during this time. It's like your vessel is waking up to another degree, and that makes sense. We're moving into a higher vibrational time, and my friend, this time it's like the energies are just filling you up with love and power. So take it in and make sure you take moments to receive. You also may be seeing the world differently during this time. If you haven't seen the collective part of this reading, you may want to, because I feel like your vision will be changing. You may even start to feel or sense presences around you, orbs around you. The fairy realm may be trying to play and or connect with you. That may be another thing. You may also, animals are your friends. At this time, they may feel like if you have an animal, you may feel like you want to be around them, or they may want to be around you. And that's just to help you to ground, to help settle the energies that are coursing through you. You may feel like, because of the electricity, the energies around you, you may feel like there's lights like that are like glimmering around you. You may feel like jolts in your knees or like your legs or your hands. It's just the energy coursing through you at this time. But you are grounding. The energies coming in are really helping you to ground in your divine presence in a more stable state. But what's the right word? Just being more like stronger in your presence, in your divinity, in the present moment. There may be moments, pile one, where you may feel unstable. It's like get into the silence, because in the silence, it will give you that comfort. It'll give you that peace that you need to kind of move through or move over the unstable ground that you may be experiencing in your life. And in the silence, you may want to connect to your guides, pile one, because I feel like there's messages that may be coming in for you. But overall, pile one, the energies that are coming in for you are really, like I said, they're helping you to ground. It's also connecting those higher chakras of yours to your root chakra. And I'm getting solar plexus. Actually, it's the lower three. There's like a connection that's happening like this. Okay, so you may feel extra pressure in your solar plexus. You're being asked to move as well, meaning like move around, dance, to kind of like dissipate, to kind of balance out the energies, allow them to kind of simmer down and settle into the body. Now, let's take a look at what that looks like in the physical level, in your physical reality. So for pile one, please, Spirit, what does that look like in their physical reality? So we have great adventure, take a risk, venture forward, wise leader. That's why. Overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. Yes, you can. So, like, notice how under that strength card is the wise leader, okay? You're a beacon for others. You're going to be asked to move forward. It's like pile one, you're moving into uncharted waters, into uncharted territories, and areas where you're walking into the unknown right now, pile one. And so it's like the energies there are to support you as you move forward into the unknown. You have what it takes. You have the wisdom, you have the gumption, you have the ability to be able to do what you need to do. You are already given all the information that you need. Your blueprint has all of the information, and that is being ignited within you. Trust yourself during this process. Your heart will lead the way. You have everything that it takes, and you're also surrounded and protected. Watch out for the birds, pile one. If you see robins, they have a message for you. Which makes sense. Okay, so the robins and then also Gaia, they're guiding you. They are guiding you. And I feel like, especially when you're in the mind, pile one, it's almost like there's going to be a bird around you, or there's going to be a lot of chirping around you. There's going to be something around you to remind you to get back into the heart, because your heart knows the way. You can overcome anything. So, and you see there's like so much orange in this card, like orange here moving you forward, orange here with the shirt and your heart and your solar plexus, and then that orange surroundings here plus the boulder. So when I look at that, I feel like some of your fears are going to be popping up, pile one, during this full moon. And it's like some fears that you've been holding on to for a little bit that do affect your emotions, that create a bit of a wobble within you. And it's like there may be an obstacle in the way, but the obstacle is just there. The obstacle is just there to remind you, show you how strong you really are and how supported you really are. Trust yourself through this. There may be a couple along the way, but you're being reminded to follow your path, follow your instincts, because you already know where you want to go. And that could be an idea, that could be a feeling, that could just be your heart's direction. But stay focused on that, and you'll be able to move mountains, never mind boulders. It's there for you. change is there for you. Allow yourself to move through it. Okay? This is for somebody. If you feel like you're stuck in the lines, meaning stuck in a box or stuck in like the lines or the box or like within specific limitations, it's like go within the lines. Go within, there's a space within the lines that you can go through. I hope that means something to somebody, because it's just kind of coming through. It's like, it's between the lines. There's a space there. Go between the lines. So I don't know what that means, but that's for somebody. But my friends, your answer, your direction will be very clear. It will be very clear about what to do and how to proceed. But also, this moment with this full moon, what's coming through is being your best friend, being your own best friend during this time. And coming back to you, coming back to your emotions and nurturing yourself. I'm being drawn to that moonstone crystal right now, and that moonstone represents to me, it's like this balancing of emotions, also balancing of hormones. So it's almost like the energies coming in for this moon is really going to help you, but also ask you to really balance those emotions, being very intentional about how you choose to be in this world, whether it's having the emotions of the restless water, of the ruckusy water, or that smooth, clear river. You know what I mean? I hope you can see that. What type of emotions do you choose? Something like that, or something like this? And about intentionally creating. Yeah. And intentionally moving forward in a clear, aligned manner and choosing those emotions that really work for you. You are a conscious creator. You are a conscious creator. And it's time for you to step up and be that wise leader that you are. So this moon is really going to help to give you that support to do so. So we are going to end with the Animal Oracle deck for some final messages. Yes, this is a shorter reading, this video. So let's get some messages for pile 1, please, Spirit. All right, where are we starting? We're going to start with the Turkey Spirit. Give with gratitude and grace. And notice how that's under the Wise Leader card, right? When I was talking about the smoothness of the water and just settling the emotions down. Coming into that place of gratitude and grace will really help you to settle those rocky emotions. And that may be just being in the moment and looking around and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful that I have light. I'm so grateful that I have a chair. I'm so grateful that, it was sunny today. It could start with something like that. But what that does is still eases the mind and the body and may even put a smile on your face, which is so powerful. And also seeing the world around you. I don't know, there's something like just seeing the world in a whole different way. It's shifting for you, pile one. It's really shifting for you. And here with the rabbit spirit, it says now is a lucky time. And yes, he's in reverse, but I feel like he's in reverse because there's really not much that he needs to do. Like the fertility, what he's been trying to manifest, what you've been trying to manifest, will come to be. But this time is not like you have to work hard. It's not a time where you have to really just, get in the grind of things. This is a time of just being that change, being that wise leader that you are, and allowing the fruits of your labor to manifest, to show up in your reality. Because you've walked away from the past, and what's in front of you is something so much greater. And notice how like the light's here, or the sun is right here, and then she's walking, and here the sun is right behind her here as well. I get it. You may not see where you're going, pile one, but you're definitely protected, and the light is being shined on you, upon you. And it's time to continue to walk away from the past and expect. I'm getting also expect the unexpected. So there may be some things that show up in your world, pile one, that you may not have expected. That may be like, oh my God, that's kind of weird, or that's bizarre. But it's like, it won't be scary, it'll delight you. Because it'll be for you. The key here, pile one, is to pay attention and keep your eyes open. Because you may miss it because it's just so different from what you're used to. So keep those ears up, okay? Because what's happening right now is time is speeding up, all right? And this is a more active time of your life, but it's being done in a different way. Just like a turtle, a sea turtle will just swim gently through the ocean at its own pace, in its own sweet time. That's kind of the vibe in which you're moving forth, in a way that you're still moving forward, in a pace where the energies are taking you. But it's like, you don't have to do so much work, my friends. You've done a lot of the heavy lifting already, and it's now time for a great adventure. So keep those eyes open, heart open. You have everything you need. Enjoy this full moon, my friends, and remember, this is about you and that commitment to yourself. All right? So I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much for watching. Do give it a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you next time. Thanks again. Bye. Hey there, pal 2. Welcome. If you picked the clear quartz crystal, this reading is for you for this full moon in Libra. Let's see how those energies are going to be affecting you. Wow. Wow. You got reconciliation. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, pile 2, let's get into it. So first off, I'm drawn to that energy in the center between the two hands here. So pile 2, the energies may be pretty intense at moments for you during this full moon. It's all good because what it's doing is it's creating greater union within yourself. I feel like it's also really helping you with your throat chakra. It's helping you to open up ways of conveying yourself in different ways. Ways of conveying yourself. Does that even make sense? Ways of conveying yourself. Conveying yourself in different ways. Thank you. So there's a coming together of yourself. Like I feel like there's a union happening for you. And this is a union, greater harmony within yourself, between the light and the shadow aspects of yourself. And because of that, it's shifting the way that you express yourself in the world. And you may find that you may be speaking a lot. You may feel like your throat, there's a lot of pressure in your throat as you're speaking. Even a sore throat could manifest as a result. But it's like it's about expression for you, Pal 2, and how you're expressing yourself in the world. Because I feel like that's going to shift because you're shifting internally. A greater union, as I said, between your lighter and your darker aspects. All right? And I'm being drawn to the water with the watery energies that's surrounding you with this moon. And the Libran energy, like it's just like, I feel like your intuition is really going to be heightened at this time. So you may get telepathy, like telepathic messages during this time. If you're quiet, you can really sense it. You may get intuitive messages from your guides, your team, someone out there. But also the energies coming in for this full moon overall are really creating greater harmony within yourself. It's like this soothing vibe that's just running through your body. If you can, Pal 2, try to take a bath during that time, like a Epsom salt bath, or put like your crystals around you and just take a nice bath. Because I feel like that's going to be very healing and soothing for the body. And even for your mind and for your emotions. Like there's just, water is a really important element for you during this full moon, Pal 2. But it's a coming together. It's definitely a coming together. And I feel like there's a greater union. For some of you, it's a greater well, I feel like everyone really, it's a greater union of you and your higher self, that human aspect of yourself and your higher self, as more of your higher self's energy is grounding into this reality. But I feel like you're going to feel it more in the water. So if you can get into water, or like just put your feet in the water, or like put your hands in the water, I feel like you're going to get that sense of your higher self, you as your higher self. If you do, please comment down below. I would love to hear about that. Okay, so some of you may be having like digestive issues as well during this time of this full moon. And it's because it's almost like it's this feminine, is it the sacral? It's like there's something going on in the sacral plexus. It's like this healing, a clearing that's happening through the sacral and the root area of your body. And so it's like a clearing out that's happening. So you may feel like your digestive tract is a little off balance, or you may feel some achiness in the stomach. You may be watching like what you're eating or feeling a little sensitive to certain things. It's like there's just a clearing out of an aspect or aspects of your divine feminine via your sacral plexus, and like womb healing going on. That brings me into that inner child. Okay, so some of you may be having experiences with respect to your inner child during this full moon. Old wounds from the past that may be arising as memories or experiences. Okay, and it's associated to the womb or the sacral plexus, and it's coming up for you to release. Use the water when you can, use crystals when you can, but also writing or talking to that inner child will be very beneficial at that time or this time. Because it's like this part of the inner child still needs to be comforted, supported, grounded in a way in which he or she feels safe, because the inner child has not felt safe. And so it's like supporting yourself like a child. Interesting. So you may feel that, pile 2, and you may want to just take some time with that inner child during this moon, okay? That care and that compassion, okay, is really key during this full moon. I'm telling you. Okay, so let's get into your physical reality, pile 2. What does this look like on their 3D level, the physical reality for pile 2, please, Spirit? What should they expect? Some of you may be feeling a little closed in. Okay. Okay. So some of you may be feeling like around this full moon period, or even now, you may be feeling like a little closed in, pile 2, like constricted, closed in. But the thing is, first of all, you're not really closed in. You may feel like it, but you're not. It's almost like the reality is closing in on you, so you can really direct you to the path that you need to go in. So if you feel like opportunities are fading away, or that you're just like everything's pushing you in this one direction, or or nothing's working, look up, because there's an opportunity that's presented to you that's going to be emerging for you. It's like opening to your spiritual source. And so so it's kind of like, if nothing's opening up around you, pile 2, it's like because you're not supposed to be here. Meaning that your attention may need to be with, opening up yourself to source. You maybe need to focus upwards. I know it's not really upwards, spirit is everywhere, but you may just need to be focusing more on internal work or focusing on spirit if everything around you is closing in. But for some of you, it's almost like it's closing in, but in a way that it's directing your path. All right, so keep the eyes open, because the path will be clear. It's lit for you. And again, I'm being drawn to like the orange. Same with pile 1, the orange, the orange, the orange. With choosing your path, all is possible. I feel like a lot of relationship stuff is coming up. Sacral plexus stuff is coming up for people. And then even like solar plexus stuff. It's like, how do you want to move in the world in a way that's harmonious to you? How do you want the world to move towards you? It's both ways. And here with the protected by angels, you are cherished by the angels. It's like, it's like you're in the middle, like there's still some transformational stuff happening with you. A fresh new way of living emerges. Okay, so some of you are still in the middle of a transformation, And some of you are the phoenix rising, meaning you're moving forward in your reality. And it's like, okay, now what? Things are becoming clear, but now what? And so you'll start to see as you continue to move forward what pathway to go, because as I said, it will be clear. All is possible. But what they're saying here is in your reality, you have a multitude of possibilities. But the one to choose is the one that soothes your soul, is the one that lifts you up and excites you. But you know this already. You know this already. And this may not actually be the time to choose, pile 2. This may be the time to just explore. And that's okay. That's okay. This is your reality. This is your grand adventure. Opening to your spiritual source. And so for those of you that feel like you're closed in during this time, that time may be to just go within or to just connect with spirit. Because you are creating greater harmony within yourself during this full moon. It will give you greater harmony to help you to move forth clearly. Let's continue on with the Animal Oracle deck. For pile 2, please, Spirit, further messages for them for this full moon in Libra. Okay, first card we got is Frog Spirit. Clear out the clutter. This moon for you, pile 2, is going to open up your eyes. It's going to show you some things around you that are creating disharmony in your life. So with that, on the contrary, you will also see what does create the harmony in your life. And you're being asked, or you're being guided, or you may feel the direction to clear out the clutter during this full moon, to create greater balance within yourself. Okay? And I'm getting that with the Spider Spirit, make your dreams real. Not so much the make your dreams real, it's like the spider and the way that it creates its web, it creates it its own way. However, in a way that it works for it without thinking too much. Well, I'm sure spiders don't think, but they don't think about it. It's just innate. They just build this web. So it's like, get out of your mind and just create this space around you as you find that sanctuary within yourself, as you clear out the old so you can really connect with yourself. What in your life is creating the disharmony, and how can you move it or shift it or clear aspects of it in order to allow you to be in greater harmony with yourself so you don't feel so boxed in or closed up. With Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. I feel like with this, because it was just something that came through for me, which was clearing out the noise. What do you choose to collaborate with, and what don't you? What is filling you up and helping you, and what is hindering you? What do you really need, and what don't you? This is the time to get organized. This is the time to get organized because there's going to be greater change later. This is building up momentum for you, pile 2, because it's going to be a little bit more active for you later on. And so you're just kind of, it's like you're clearing out the clutter to make way for more of that new energy coming in for you. Because here with the miracles are endless, it's like, you know, it's time for you to let loose a little bit and be a little silly. With that cow being upside down. That's the way I see it. It's like time for you to just lighten up and just be a little silly, get rid of some of that clutter, and just really just let go. Because it's like as you do that, that too brings you greater stillness within, greater harmony within. And it also allows the energies to flow a lot more easier, pile 2. And that may be one of the reasons why you may feel boxed in if you do, or things aren't manifesting as you like them to. And they're saying embrace change, pile 2, because embrace change, pile 2, because change is near. So there's going to be more changes coming your way. Keep those ears open for you too, pile 2, because Spirit is really guiding you at this time, is really showing you the way. And it doesn't matter how fast you go or what you're doing or whatnot. It's just, you know what to do. And I feel like with you, it's about the little things. It's about just doing the little simple things that's going to make such a big difference. So for you, pile 2, for this full moon, it's really about self-love, TLC, and just being open to what Spirit is showing you. Because it's a real powerful time for you. A lot of good, beautiful energy is coming to really support you and propel you forward. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this reading, pile 2. Happy full moon in Libra. Do give it a like if you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Hey there, pile 3. Welcome. If you picked the rose quartz crystal, this reading is for you for this full moon in Libra. Let's see how these energies are impacting you. We have trust. Yeah, that's a loaded word, isn't it? Okay. The energies for this full moon for you, pile 3, are really nice. It's really coming in to just soothe the body, soothe the soul, just soothe the emotional body. It's like it's really helping to support you to trust, to have faith, to move forward. It's really, really nice. You're being asked to really sit with this moon, pile 3, because by sitting with the moon and just whether you're staring at it, meditating with it, you know, just basking in the light of it, it's just really supportive for you, pile 3. And it's really going to help to ground you and really help you to be here in a more comfortable way. Now, the energies are going to be impacting your crown chakra as well. I don't know if it's just one chakra with you, pile 3. I feel like it's just purifying your energy field. It's purifying you, your energy field, and really helping you to it's lifting you up. It's really just like it's lifting you up, and this could be to a new time. I feel like, yeah, okay, so it's a new timeline that you're being lifted up into, pile 3. And I feel like it's already been there, but you just haven't seen it. But you'll find as you continue to move forth through this full moon into the new moon, It's just, you're going to be seeing more and more of this newness, of this new timeline showing up. You may not see things clearly right now. Things may not be very clear around you, but I want you to know that you're being watched, you're being protected, you are being supported at this time. So weird. It's the first time I've ever seen like an eye right here. I don't know if you can see that. It's like an eye. Crazy, right? You may want to do some like cloud gazing, right? Or star gazing. You may get some like downloads or insight coming through that way, pile 3. But I feel like there's a lot of wisdom coming to you during this full moon, especially if you can stay in that softness, because through that moon, there's information that's coming in that's going to be bringing forth some of your divine gifts, some angelic gifts that are coming forth. It's like the energies, how do I say this? It's like the energies coming in for you, pile 3, are really helping you to move forward in your divine state. And you, my friends, you have like this beautiful, soft, powerful vibe about you. And it's like you haven't used or have been afraid to use certain parts of that. And I feel like you're going to be more so embodying those aspects, but in a way where you don't care. You know your strength. And there's no fear in being soft, because you know there's so much strength within you, and you can bust down any wall that comes your way. You know, I feel like that energy, this energy is really creating greater power and strength within you and helping you to move forward. But it's soft energy flowing to you. Movement forward. Definite movement forward for you through this moon, pile 3. But the key for you, pile 3, is truly its softness, but it's also care, it's compassion and love towards yourself. And you may be seeing some things through the past or walking through some things from the past, but it's like you're releasing it and you're being asked to look at it through the eyes of compassion. And that could be compassion for others, but this could also be compassion with yourself, because you're not who you were and you may see it differently now and be hard on yourself. But you're being asked to move lightly through it so you could release it. Remember, you're so much more than what you're walking through. We all are. We came here to walk through it, okay, to clear this out so we can create greater harmony here. Okay, so let's continue on. We're going to go into the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck. So what does this look like on their 3D level, their physical level pile, for pile 3, please, Spirit, for this full moon? What should they expect? Am I done? Okay. Okay, you got some seriously powerful cards, pile 3. So we have stepping into power. You are stronger beyond measure. Okay, and with this card, I'm really getting that. I feel like you've moved through the darkness for long enough. It's like you've moved through, and see, look at this. Look at this guy. He's looking at him, right? He's like in the shadows, just looking at him. It's like crazy. And then you got the eyes over there too, like you're being watched, right? And then here with the mystical healer, you have the owl. Like, my friends, you are so supported and you are so guided at this time. I want you to know that. And so you have traveled. It's like you've traveled through the darkness for long enough, and now you're moving into lighter times. But it's like you're not used to it. And they're saying trust the journey, trust the unfoldment, because you've done the work. You can let go and throw out the old. You no longer need it. The path is clear. Just keep walking. And as you continue to walk, it's like here with the ascending the mountain, you've done the heavy lifting. Keep moving forward. And as you continue to walk forward, you're going to see some things sprouting up around you as you continue to move forward. This could be opportunities. This could be people, relationships, connections. Regardless, as you continue to move forward, you're really going to get a grander sense of your divinity, of your divine essence in form, my friends. Notice how her dress is like pink and white, and then here with the mystic healer, it's white, representing to me, it's like that purity, that innocence, that authenticity. And to come back to that innocence, it's like just being who you are in your sweetness, in your glory, and saying, F the world. I know who I am. And I have the wisdom, and I have the knowledge, and I have all the tools that I need to move forward on this journey. So in your physical reality, though, as you're moving forward, you may not see very much change around you, pile 3, because I feel like a lot of it is internal, and you're taking the steps to building the strength, the courage, the momentum to really create something beautiful in your reality. Some of you may have already started, but I feel like you're not even at the brink of what you're going to create. Like there's just still so much more. But in the meantime, for this full moon for you, pile 3, I'm really getting a sense of you just ascending to this next phase of your life. Do not look back. You are not your past. As you move through, as you may move through the cycles of life, we go through certain situations time and time again. And for you, it's like care and compassion for those people, those situations, in those moments, but remembering that it's different this time because you're different. And your perspective from here versus here is very different. You're going to be filling up during this full moon, pile 3. If I were you, I'd take full advantage of the energies coming through and just fill your cup, okay? The water element is important for you as well. If you have time to get into the water or around water, that would be very beneficial. I feel like you're going to get a lot of divine insights when you're around the water element, pile 3. So we're going to continue. Let's see what the Animal Oracle deck has for you. That just popped right out. The abundant universe will provide. Scarab spirit, magic works through you. Believe in yourself. Set healthy boundaries, armadillo spirit. All right, so pile 3. Dude, you are a powerhouse, my friend. And as you continue through this journey, through this full moon, your boundaries may be tested. It does feel like. But at the same time, I want you to know that you have a lot of healing energy that you exude. But it's up to you to decide how much you want to give and how much you don't, and how close, where the boundaries are in it all. You are the master of your own realm. It's time for you to step into your power. there's a lot that's happening within you, Pile 3, during this moon. So give yourself that time and space to ground it, okay? To just kind of assimilate, to just allow things to settle within you. I feel like there's a lot of, like here with the believe in yourself card, and it's in reverse. It's kind of like, I don't think you really fully believe in yourself and your abilities. And hey, it's all good because a lot of people don't. But I feel like the energies coming in for you right now are really going to help you to see who you are. And some of it, on the contrary, Pile 3, sorry to say this, but it may magnify where you don't believe in yourself. And that's for you to see it and clear that bad boy, because you no longer need to carry that mindset. Yeah. It's going to be shifting your perspective or showing you perspectives that you hold that is up to you to clear. It's up to you to shift. This is a magnifying glass out here in this reality. So as it shows you stuff, you decide what you want to do with it. You are not a victim. You can take it and you can transmute it and work your magic and shift it into a more positive one, that of one of an abundant universe. Interesting. Change is coming your way, Pile 3. But I feel like for you, like right now for this full moon, I feel like it's really changing what's within you and really helping you to really embody, embrace. I'm getting your destiny, and I feel like part of that destiny is really knowing who you are and really embracing the power that you hold and recognizing all that you have gone through and done and how powerful you must be to have gone through all of that and you're still standing. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, for this full moon, compassion and self-care for yourself and celebrating yourself as you move forward, and simplifying by eliminating all that garbage that you no longer need and just taking those things that really just make you sing and make you want to dance and light you up. What do you choose, right? What do you choose? All right, Pile 3, that is your reading. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that helped. Do take what resonates, leave what does not, please. And do give this a like if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.